Yo, 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 what's good, y'all? It's your boy FRO Thizzle in the building. And today, I'm going to be talking about the movies I watched in May. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. The first movie I saw in May was Karen. Hell of a way to start off the month. I have a review for this one recorded, and I'll have it out in the open sometime soon. But this is a turd of a fucking movie. Terrible performances, terrible execution with the film that could have been a comedy but chose to be really serious. And even when it does have little tiny comic moments, they don't work. I'm going to say my rating for this one for that review. Next one up, The Wickeds. This is a movie that nobody on planet Earth has ever seen. I don't think anybody's ever heard of this movie. If you have, comment below because you'll surprise me. But I saw this one on a sci-fi channel when I was a kid, around like 2005. So this is a film that I forgot through the years, but randomly popped up in my head. Like, yo, what's the name of this fucking movie? I can't remember. Finally saw it again, and it's a million times worse than I remember. This fucking movie is so fucking awful. I posted this review on my channel, but unfortunately, I got fucked up by copyright. So anybody in the US and Canada can't see it. Anybody outside of it can. I'll try to make sure any future reviews don't have to go through this type of shit so the public can see every single review from now on. But long story short, I gave The Wickeds a fucking 2 out of 10. This movie's terrible. It's a waste of time. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. I didn't get to see the first 10 minutes of this movie, so I don't feel right giving it a full score. But from what I saw, I would have to give it around an 8.5 out of 10. Seeing the first 10 minutes can either bump up my score higher or make it lower. So I look forward to the next watch when I get to see everything. The Sadness. I did a review on this one too. You can check it on the channel. On the first watch, I gave it a 6 out of 10. But after a couple days and thinking about it a little more, I bumped it up to a 7. I still dislike the ending. Still hate it. But I appreciate the movie for how crazy and how bloody it is. It is my type of film. It's just that ending and a couple character choices really hold me back from really loving it like I want to. Everything Everywhere, All at Once. I reviewed this one too, also on the FRO Thizzle channel. I enjoyed it. Really wacky and all over the fucking place, but I had a lot of fun with it. Great performances from a great cast. And I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. The Prowler. I was anticipating this one for a very long time. I had it on my IMDb watch list for like years, ever since I was like 16 or some shit. Especially hearing how gory and how mean this film is, from word of mouth. I did like the film, and there was a lot I liked about it, but I was slightly disappointed at the same time. I'm going to save further thoughts for a review, because I do want to cover this one down the line. Point Blank. I surprisingly had a lot of fun with this one. Nothing too crazy or special, but it's a nice action comedy with a touch of heart. Some nice action sequences too. I have a review recorded for this one, and it should be out sometime in June, so I want to save thoughts for that one. But I did enjoy this one. I think it gets a bad rap. It doesn't have like the highest rating on IMDb or anything like that, but I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to. Norm Macdonald, Nothing Special. I'm a big Norm guy, big fan of him. I love his humor, love the dry deadpan and the trolling and making you forget about a joke and then landing back with it when you least expect it. I love the guy. I'm a big fan of the guy. I enjoyed this special. I thought it was very funny. I thought there were times that Norm still had his very sharp wit. He was still alert and still killing it. But there were a couple smaller pockets through the special where I felt that his health issues were starting to show a bit. Now that's something, of course, I can't fault him for. I just felt that it was showing a bit at certain times where he was a little bit slower. Then again, I felt terrible for even calling that a nitpick. First couple minutes were a little rough for me, but then I felt it started to take off at like the 8-minute mark. I felt he started killing it right there. But yeah, there were some pretty dark moments in this special too, where I was like, damn, like this is going there. The special is 54 minutes of Norm doing his material. Then the last 30 minutes is Adam Sandler, Molly Shannon, Conan O'Brien, David Letterman, and David Spade all together talking about Norm and reminiscing and talking about the last time they seen him after they all watched the special together. I liked the end segment. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a bit touching, and I liked how they all reminisced together about Norm. But overall, I gave the special an 8 out of 10. Katt Williams, World War III. I thought the first 15 minutes were very strong and relatable to me personally. Not really on the funny scale, but I enjoyed what Katt was really saying. He was talking about truth and lies and the government, yada yada. I like when Katt touches on stuff like that. Then I felt the special started to slow down and crash a bit when we start getting towards the middle point. But then I felt closer to the end, Katt started to pick up steam again. Wasn't one of my favorite Katt specials though. Pimp Chronicles Part 1, It's Pimpin' Pimpin'. I still think those two are his strongest stand-ups. But that's me personally. I gave World War III a 6 out of 10. And those were my watches for May. Stay tuned for more. I got a lot of reviews coming up. Got a lot scheduled, ready to go. And that's it. Peace, y'all. Fro, out.